Hey guys, in this video I want to address whether the NFT market is going into a bear market. So stay tuned to find out more. And also, I'll be going through 3 gaming NFT projects that I'm pretty bullish on, which is releasing very soon. So stay tuned for that as well. Okay, looking at OpenSea Dune Analytics again, now we can see the daily volume. Right now, the last 3 to 4 days, it has been declining in volume since the high back in the 1st of February. And so, is this the start of the NFT bear market? Of course, I do not know definitely, but this is definitely the cool-off period in the NFT market. You can see the floor prices of blue chips like Azuki dropping from 15 ETH to 10 ETH, the Cool Cats dropping, even Doodles has been dropping from I think 16 to 12 or 13 ETH. So right now, I still see this as the cool-off period, not the bear market yet. The bear market will only come if ETH and Bitcoin starts to rise up rapidly. Right now, just play by ear, we will see what the crypto market does right now. So my game plan is, right now I'm sitting at the sidelines. I'm not buying much of NFTs right now, and I think the trend right now will be moving from those PFP projects like profile pic projects into projects that have actual utility, mainly gaming NFTs, which I'll be covering 3 projects right after this. Without further ado, the first project that I'm very bullish on in the short to mid term especially is Pixelmon. Okay, Pixelmon I've covered many times, but right now they have given much more info than previously. So as you can see here, their website is almost pretty much complete. They have given so much more information from the last time I covered in my videos. And the demo is actually also already available for you guys to try it out. So if you want, you can download it. Right now it's still not available on Mac OS right now. So only if you have a PC Windows, you can download the demo and try it out. So briefly, what is it all about? I click on the utility on the website page. So what is Pixelmon, right? So these Pixelmons are creatures that are basically similar to Pokemon, right? But they are pixelated and they look like something like this. And they're trying to create an open concept kind of game where you can move around, train your Pixelmons, you can level them up, you can catch different Pixelmons, and these can be collected as NFTs and be traded and sold as well. The Gen 1 Pixelmons will be releasing very soon in this month, and these are the playable Genesis collectibles, which will only be available during the mint time and cannot be caught in game. So this is the Gen 1 Pixelmons. And then they'll have their Pixelmon land soon as well. So if you hold the Gen 1 Pixelmon, you will gain exclusive access to the Pixelmon land before public sale. So they'll be available in a variety of combinations. So they have tents, rooms, mansions, shops. So I'm pretty sure this will be used in game pretty much like how Pokemon does as well. You have their shop houses, gyms, etc. So not too sure exactly what the exact utility for the land is, but I'm pretty sure there would be many. This land should be estimated to be released in Q2 of 2022. If you have the Gen 1 Pixelmon again, you will be eligible for the early access to their alpha, which most likely will be releasing in Q2 of this year, which is very soon as well. I'm pretty stoked for this project. Unfortunately, I am not whitelisted for this project. So I might get 1 or 2 in the public sale or in the secondary market. I'm not too sure yet, but I'll let you guys know on my Twitter. So do follow me on that for more updates. So yeah, that's Pixelmon. And now it's time for you to show you guys the gameplay. By the way, you can check this out under the laboratory, okay? They have their gameplay trailer on YouTube already. So I'll just play it for you guys for a little bit. This is how it looks like. I'm not playing the music because I don't want to have any copyright problems. But yeah, like I said, this is like an open concept kind of game. You see, you can write on your pets. So I'm pretty sure there will be a pet thing coming on very soon. This is basically your trainer over here, going around the land. And I'm pretty sure these are the Pixelmons that you can catch in-game. And you can be caught as an NFT and be sold in the market. Just look at the graphics. It looks so amazing. Okay, I'm just going to show you guys till this much. So if you guys are interested, do download the demo right now. It's already available right over here. If you have Windows, do download it and try it out for yourself. Moving on, the next game NFT I want to share with you guys is this project called 2112. So what is this about? It's basically some sort of a gaming project which is very heavily inspired by the cyberpunk theme metaverse, and this whole game is affected by your decisions that you make during the game, which is very interesting. So what's all this about, right? So I'll move on to the white paper to share with you guys more. This is the white paper they have uploaded in the Google Drive. I'll just go briefly through it so you guys do not have to. So starting off, they are a team of 13 members, which is a pretty decent size to create a game. Right now they have all their PFPs over here, so I'm not sure whether they're doxed yet, but they have linked their Twitter profiles. So they are semi-doxed, but yeah, so just do your own research and be careful because they are currently not doxed. Okay, so regarding the gameplay, what it's all about in this game is players. You have to attack these corporations in order to get your generic rewards like in-game tokens and special NFTs. And some of these NFTs will be extremely rare that owners of these NFTs will have the power to change the course of the 2112 universe by deciding what to do with it. So it's really based on your decisions on what you do with these NFTs. So as they said here over here, you can reveal it, you can burn it, you can sell it, and these will affect the metaverse regarding your decision, which is very interesting as well because you decide what's happening in the game. So these corps will eventually be able to counter attack the runners, which we will be minting, the crypto runners, and this will introduce new risk to reward mechanisms. Like I previously mentioned, these are the characters we would get as NFTs very soon. We will be able to mint these crypto runners. Okay, so there are 5 factions: the ciphers, the punks, the makers, the guild, and the stray dogs. And just looking at the art itself, I can totally see that the art is totally inspired by the cyberpunks or etc. And they look really dope. So there are 15 different base models. So there are 3 different types per faction, and each base have their own traits. So each faction will have their own strengths and weaknesses, of course, right? They will perform differently depending on which target they are attacking. So similarly to like fire versus water, water will usually win, right? So same thing goes for this game. And then each faction will also have access to specific types of sets of items, lands, and missions, and it will act as a DAO in order to gather funds and decide on actions. So they will go on missions together, collect rewards together, and add up all their rewards as a DAO, and then it will decide on the further actions, which plays very strongly to forming a community, a guild, which then you decide afterwards, after the mission, which is lovely. More on what is the game about. So this game, it consists on the player's crypto runner NFT making these runs, inverted commas, right? And this is basically the game itself. You have to have hacking attempts on the target's nodes, and these are limited by energy like stat called clock. So basically this is like your energy, where if you have run out of energy, you cannot participate in the game for, I think, for some time. They should have a cooldown period, and each run has its own set of requirements or costs that the player needs to fulfill or pay. And then the risk to reward assessment is the game actually forces you to take decisions based on different percentages of different outcomes. Later I'll share with you more on the gameplay itself because it's already on YouTube, so I'll share with you guys later. Like I said previously, whatever you do will affect the narrative through the gameplay itself. So let's see over here. One example is a player gets a extremely rare NFT that describes a corporation's secret plan. So this decision on what to do with this information can actually change the metaverse forever. So this is what I like about this game. Whatever you choose, whatever you decide, will impact the game further on. So how is this run played? So you are basically connected to a virtual landscape called the grid, and you'll be presented with multiple options to respond against different threats that protect your target. I'm sure you've played many of these games before. Basically, there are many text boxes right below, let's say 4 options, and then you choose one to click. So these threats are called Is, and they can be represented in many forms, like a guardian, a beast, a monster, or just an object. Each decision that you are prompted to make will disclose the percentages chances for a given outcome to happen. You have to decide between continuing the attack against all odds to hit the jackpot, or just retreating and getting out with what you get. So this is their tokenized ecosystem. They'll be releasing their token called data very soon. Not yet, but soon after the mint. And over here they said that the game rewards will account for 60% of the token distribution, 15% for community rewards, 15% for the team fund, and 10% for the support supply. Okay, so total 85% will be allocated to the community. Regarding the mint, they'll be releasing this bundle tomorrow. So what are these bundles all about? Each bundle consists of 3 root passes. You have the Crypto Runner root pass, Console Item root pass, and the Land Item root pass. So the Crypto Runner root pass allows you to be able to burn it to claim your Crypto Runner, so your PFP, like I mentioned just now, all the different kind of factions, the characters. Yeah, you have to burn this to get those Crypto Runners, and this will only be available 2 weeks after mint. For Console Item root passes and Land Item root passes, I'll go through with you guys later. But yeah, there'll be 10,560 bundles. There'll be 7,060 units for standard bundles, 3,000 for rare, and lastly 500 for epic. Only the console and land item has a rarity sort of thing. How does the pricing work? Standard will be priced at 0.2112 Ethereum. Rare bundle will be 0.6 Ethereum. And the epic will be 1.2 Ethereum. These are the pricings for tomorrow. So let me go back to what the console and land do. So over here, for console, this represents the main terminal the runner uses to connect to the grid. So depending on rarity, they'll provide bonuses and allow the usage of NFTs during the run. So like I said, higher tier will have more space and power, increasing your running capabilities. So basically more energy to run or do missions, etc. Regarding the land, you have these furnitures which can be installed in the land to enhance runs or yield passive data generation. So I'm pretty sure this land basically gives you more yield for the token data itself. Higher tiers of these lands will enable the use of advanced infrastructure, removing the limitations of lower tier lands, and this higher tier could also enable you a rent, inverted commas mechanic, that grants passive data income to the owner. So the land gives you more yield on the data token. Okay, so how will the pre-sale progress work? The roles, legendary and notorious members in their Discord will mint first, OGs will mint afterwards, and then lastly, members with no roles will mint last. Disclaimer over here, I am an OG in the Discord, and so I'll mint after the legendary and notorious members. I am pretty sure I'm going to get the epic bundle if it's still available, but if it's not, I will get the rare then. So if any of these bundles remain unsold, which I think there would be, they will go up on open sale. So I'm pretty sure the standard will have remaining supplies. If you guys are interested in this project, do take note of the mint date and when is the public date itself. So that's about it for this game. Very interesting, cool stuff. Do check out the website and their white paper. They have given all the info on the important details. Okay, so right now I'll just go through the gameplay. You guys can determine for yourself if this game calls to you. Again, I didn't on any music to prevent any copyright issues. So right here is given 3 choices to make, and then they'll show you to move forward what do you need to use, what are the prices you have to pay, and then she'll tell you what's the required things to do before you can move forward to the next task. Yeah, so moving on, continue the same thing again. They'll give you 3 extra options to choose from, and then they'll calculate your chances of, let's say, winning this dog, or whether you should retreat, etc. Becoming impaired, +2 faction reputation. I'll stop here. So if you guys are interested, you can look it up on YouTube as well. 2112 gameplay demo. Okay, pretty interesting stuff, very cool concept. And so I'm pretty bullish on this project as well. So, you know, I love to play games, so I would definitely mint this. The last game I want to go through with you guys is called Clementine's Nightmare. I already mentioned this project a few times before in my previous videos. And right now, I can't tell you much about the gameplay as of yet because they have not released anything regarding that. But yeah, they are basically basing this story of Clementine, the main character. And basically, what is this lore about, right? Clementine's universe takes on a one-of-a-kind turn for the worse when the world is invaded by nightmarish creatures. Later, there will be many factions that I'll share with you guys from other realms of reality. So her town, her people that she once knew were gone, having been twisted by darkness. But just when all hope seems lost, there were powerful forces of light that arrives from across existence to give Clementine and her friends a unique, thrilling second chance. So Clementine's Nightmare bases on these 4 principles. So firstly is collect. So like dreams, there are no 2 Genesis NFTs that are the same. So it's very, very unique for each individual characters. Next, we have this explore, where you can immerse yourself in the game of Clementine. You dive into the lore to get a deeper understanding of the characters and the expanding universe. The third one is the main one, where is the play, where if you own these character NFTs which will be available for all Genesis holders at launch, you can use them to play the game. So there will be 10 different characters. So the first one is called Mord, okay. Next will be Clementine, Stag, Jack Carver, Twee, Gex, and lastly Aerosol. So looking just the art itself, it looks so amazing. I wonder how it's going to look like in the game. So excited for this. And okay, let me go through with you guys the play to earn mechanism. So before the game launches, there will be no P and E mechanism available prior to the game launch. But instead, holders will be rewarded with airdrops during this window. Not too sure what are these airdrops, but it will be definitely beneficial for when the game releases. And these holders will also be rewarded with early access to the alpha and beta phases of the game, and the drop will consist of multiple airdrops of cosmetics tied to each NFT. So maybe different kinds of gun skins, clothing, etc. And there will be airdrop of the ink token, which they will be launching very soon as well during the game beta, just before the official game launch. During the post game, these members will play games to unlock the ink tokens. I'm pretty sure you can earn this in multiple aspects of the game, and this token would serve as the currency for purchasing additional game packs and their in-game services. You also can purchase unleashing transfers for any owned heroes. So this will put any champion they choose onto the blockchain as an NFT. So there are definitely requirements for creating NFTs from the game, from the in-game heroes itself, such as the player level and the powers. And these game NFTs will definitely differ from the pre-launch NFTs. So once this first and only airdrop of ink tokens has occurred, there will be no additional ink tokens that will be released by the team. So there will be no additional supply after this airdrop. So new ink tokens can only be generated by playing the game. So more info will be on soon enough. So regarding the NFTs and their phases, they will unleash their phase 1, which is the private whitelist pre-sale. Not sure what exactly the date itself, but you'll be launching this month as well, consisting of 10 different characters with a maximum supply of 500 unique assets each. So this will total up to about 5,000 NFT assets for this Genesis collection. Next, phase 2, not so long after the first phase, this will be the Eclipse Collection, which will be released in March 2022. This will have additional characters which are not included in phase 1. It will consist of 20 additional characters with a maximum supply of 500, so this will total up to 10,000 assets. So 10,000 collection. Why they are doing this is because they definitely want more people to play the game, right? You don't want just 5,000 people to play. So this is why they have their phase 2. Okay, and looking at their roadmap, after their whitelist, they have their phase 1, they have their pre-sale for their public events, then moving on to the phase 2 as I mentioned before, and then there'll be airdrop events until the game launches. There'll be more lore and story releases, and here comes the good part. There'll be a PC game which is the alpha mode where only the holders will be able to play. Then you'll move on to the game beta, same thing for holders only, and then after the beta they would launch the Ink token. It will be a fair launch, so any outsiders or whoever who does not have the NFT itself can participate, if I'm not wrong. Okay, so holders will be airdropped these tokens. Next, we have the play to earn mechanics launched. The PC playable game will be launched right after, and lastly we'll move on to the mobile game beta, and lastly mobile game launch. This is the phase which I really like the most about this roadmap, because I mentioned before many times, I love blockchain games that would launch their games on mobile, because it will definitely reach the masses more easily. So that's about it for Clementine's Nightmare. If you are interested in this, they are dropping their Gen 1 collection very soon. So unfortunately, I think the Discord is locked already, so I hope you guys are already in it. I'm pretty sure whitelist spots are still available, but not too much right now. And just disclaimer, I'm not whitelisted for this project. I am just in the Discord. I'm still trying out my luck for a whitelist, but if not, I will pick them up on secondary. This will definitely be a long-term hold for me. I'm really bullish on this game. They even teamed up with AAA gaming studios to develop their game. So that's one great sign that they are making moves. And even their team is fully doxed. You can find them on LinkedIn, on Twitch. They really dox themselves. So yeah, that's about it. Hope you guys like my content. If you like it, please do remember to leave a like and comment on anything you want to ask me, or you can also DM me on Twitter as well. So remember, the markets are always here, but your capital may not. Peace out.